Hi guys, and welcome back. Today I want to do something a little different, and I've actually been prepping for this literally for months because you'll see in a second, but I want to do a full face of first impressions with makeup that I purchased strictly from Hautelook. What's so interesting about Hautelook is they are a Nordstrom company, and they have special events with certain brands that range from anywhere from like a day to 3 or 4 days. So I kind of just check once in a while, see. I think you can see the next like 2 or 3 days worth of events coming up, and just see if there's something that I'm interested in, something I might want, something I want to check out. And then when I actually go look at it, I try to get the best deals that I can. So everything that I'm about to use on my face was probably under $15, with the exception of maybe the eyeshadow, because it came in a set with some brushes. So I think that was $17. But this is what we have to work with today. Like I said, every single item was purchased from Hautelook over the course of a couple of months, so I didn't just like go to Hautelook and buy like everything that I found all in one sitting. This has literally been like a project of mine for a couple of months. So didn't spend a whole lot of money at one time, got it all on like a really good sale, everything under $15 minus the eyeshadow. So you know what, let's just go ahead and jump right in. All I've done at this point is moisturize my face. I haven't primed it. So I am going to try the LORAC Spackle Tinted Neutralizer Makeup Primer. I've heard a lot of good things about LORAC, and this was actually one of the first items that I purchased from the website. So we'll see. Ooh, this is really orange looking. It's probably also worth noting that all of these items that I've purchased from Hautelook, like I said, this is a first impressions. I have not tried any of these before. I didn't buy anything that I had tried, so I guess we can give this a shot. I don't know how I feel about this. This is really orange. Like, really orange. It says it's a neutralizer, but we'll see. It kind of just smells like moisturizer, honestly. It doesn't actually look that orange on my skin, which is good because it's really dark and I was a little concerned. I guess with a name like Spackle, I kind of expected it to be thicker, but it's a little tacky. It's not super tacky, so hopefully, you know, it'll be a good base for my foundation. So for foundation, I picked up the LORAC Natural Performance Foundation in the shade NP1 Porcelain. I haven't even opened this box, like, it's still sealed. So I don't even know what the shade looks like, but we're just going to have to make do. Okay, on first glance, it's probably too dark, honestly, but so we're going to just work with it. This doesn't have a cap or, oh, I like that. It twists, the pump twists up. That's great. Keeps it pretty clean too, which I also appreciate. I'm going to go ahead and just use my normal sponge. I didn't get any sponges or anything off there. And this is taking a lot of pumps. Oh, no, false alarm. Alright, let's try this out. So, as long as this doesn't oxidize too much, this is actually not a bad shade. So right now we are 2 for 2. So next up we have concealer, and I have the LORAC Touch Up To Go Concealer / Foundation Pen. This says it's a 2-in-1 formula, so we're just gonna try it. It is in the shade CF1 Fair, and I honestly have no idea how this is. Whoa! This is like the stiffest. Oh, it's better. That was incredibly stiff and looked like it would be extremely uncomfortable on my face. Alright, so we have this little brush tip, and I'm guessing, do you twist it? Do you... Oh, you push it. It's like a Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm not getting a whole lot out of this pen, even though it looks like I've gotten a ton out of it. It's like nothing coming out of this pen. Okay, really, like... Ah! Oh my god! Oh. Oh, that's, something. Honestly, this is like almost the exact shade of the foundation, so I'm not really seeing this do anything extra spectacular. And it's kind of runny. I don't know, I think this one's a fail. Okay, so moving on from that giant fail, I have the MAC Select Sheer Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade NC5. I was so shocked to see that they had NC5 on the website, because normally the lightest they go sometimes is like 20, and that's still too dark. So, yes, this is my shade. Ooh, y'all, look at that. I am so excited. I'm gonna go ahead and just tap into this and set my face. So apparently I did not get a bronzer, so we're gonna make do, and I'm gonna use this Rimmel London Sunshimmer 3-in-1 Shimmering Bronzer in 001 Gold Princess. I have not used this one before either. I think I actually ordered this off Amazon UK, and I was going to do a separate review on some of that, but we're going to go ahead and use it in this, since this is also kind of like a first impression. Just tap in and warm up the cheeks. I don't think this bronzer is doing anything for me. Like, I don't actually see much of a difference. And I'm like really running my brush in here, like, man, I didn't want another dud. Alright, so the bronzer was fail number 2. That didn't do squat for me, but we're just gonna move on to blush. This is the LORAC Baked Gelato Swirl Blush in Rosewater. This, I think, if you're shopping on Hautelook, LORAC, and MAC Cosmetics are the best deals you're gonna find anywhere. Some of the other brands that pop up on there, like Smashbox and like Philosophy and things like that, they're okay, but they're not really good deals. But these are just, they're such a good deal. I don't know how they sell stuff like this. Whoa. This is bright. I don't know if I made a poor decision or not, but it is just like the most beautiful packaging and design. So I'm just gonna tap in, I guess, and okay, I still don't see anything. Never mind. I just had to really kind of tap into this a little bit harder, because it's kind of like jelly, kind of. But it looks really crazy in the container, but boy, that goes on really nice. Takes a little more effort than I wanted, but I am really enjoying this color. I was going to wait to do the highlighters, but I just couldn't. I got a set of 3 Makeup Geek Duochrome highlighters, and these were specially packaged together for ultra fair skin, so I thought these would be good. This one is Celestial, Glitz, or Moon Phase. Okay, so without really looking, I went ahead and chose Moon Phase. I don't remember what color this actually is, but it sounds cool. So let's see. Oh, their packaging is so beautiful. Ah, so it is a very light kind of ivory. Ooh, like ivory and pink duochrome shift. That is so pretty. Alright, let's go ahead and try this on the skin. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Okay, I think so far the highlighter has been my favorite item. It it just went on so beautifully. It doesn't emphasize any texture. It does have a wonderful duochrome shift, so looking at it from one angle, it's kind of more of like a very light ivory highlight. And then, you know, you turn your face a little differently and it's a pink highlight. Oh, it's so gorgeous. So this goes in the win pile. Next, let's go ahead and do the brows first, I think. I'm going to try this Pure Minerals Universal Pencil in Golden Bronze. I don't actually remember if this was a brow product or not, but it does have the spoolie on the end, so I'm guessing it was. And let's just go ahead and brush them the way I want them. And I guess let's just give this a try. Okay, I honestly still have no idea if this is a brow product or not. It goes on a little chunky, so if you press too hard, it's just like little chunks come off. But if you use a really light hand, it's actually a pretty nice color. Like, I'm impressed. Especially for something that may or may not actually be a brow pencil. So we're going to move on to eyes next, and I think this is something that I'm most excited to try, aside from that highlighter, because Morphe is on Hautelook, and this is their Copper Spice eyeshadow palette. I remember trying to buy this online when it actually launched on their website, and I missed it. I was just too late, and every time they restocked, for whatever reason, I was like out of the country, or I don't know, I just missed it. I was so bad. I think for the sake of time, we'll try to do something kind of simple. So let's go ahead and go into this shade right here and use it as a base shade. Okay, now let's go ahead and go into this middle shade here on the second row, and we will deepen up the crease a little bit. Let's go in with a more precise brush this time, and for the last shade in the crease, use the third one on the third row, right below the one that we used in the second row. And just try to get it in the deepest parts of the crease. And I'm just going to go ahead and break all the eyeshadow rules here, because all I want to do is dip into one of these glittery, shimmery shades. So I think let's just go for the crazy one. This really crazy penny copper over here. Just going to run my finger in it. Whoa. Whoa. And I'm just going to do it all over the lid with no abandon. Just crazy copper all over the lid. I think I'm going to take this matte kind of coppery shade right here and run this under the lower lash line just to kind of blend all of this together. And then let's go back into that Makeup Geek highlighter that I used and just run this on the brow bone, and then I'll take it into the inner corner as well. So my eye makeup is a little mismatched, but I actually kind of like it. I'm glad that I tried that shimmery shade the way I did, because I really got to see just like how foiled and metallic it really was when it went all over the lid. It's a little mismatched, but sometimes you do crazy things in the name of science. So speaking of crazy things, The next item I want to try is the MAC Fluid Line pen in the shade Privet, which is a forest green. Okay, I am glad that I tested this out because it sucks. I don't think it literally is that awful, but I think it's the eyeshadow. It's just so foiled and slick that this literally deposits no color whatsoever. Like, on my hand, it's beautiful. It is a gorgeous shade. It is nice and deep, like a nice deep dark green. On my eyes, it just looks terrible. So I decided, let's just nix the green and try the PowerPoint eye pencil. It's the MAC PowerPoint eye pencil in Bourdeaux. Same thing happened. So I'm pretty sure it's not that these suck completely, but with this eyeshadow combination, they're really bad. They can't deposit any color because it's too slick. So I just have two half-done wings. And I went ahead and did my mascara off camera as well because I do not have a mascara, apparently. So, last but not least, we have lips. And I think I want to try the Pure Lip Gloss in Scandalous. This looks gorgeous, and hopefully it kind of matches my eyes. Alright, so the lip gloss looks gorgeous, and that is a win as well, and you know, to my surprise, most of these were wins. There were a couple of losers. One was the LORAC Touch Up To Go Concealer and Foundation Pen. This didn't do anything. This was almost the same color as my foundation, and this is fair. So, I mean, maybe, like, if you're literally touching up, sure, but if you're going to say it's a concealer, didn't do anything for me, so no. And the two eyeliners, they're probably good on their own, but I'm a little disappointed that they didn't work on top of this Morphe shadow. You know, I've never had an eyeliner skip around like that and just basically lose all pigmentation once it got to the eyeshadow, so those were a fail. And then this bronzer, I mean, it looks beautiful in the pan, but I don't really feel like it did anything for me. I think my favorite item by far was the highlighter. I can't wait to play around with the other two shades because even like on my brow bone, this is like the most insanely beautiful highlight. I think this is the best looking highlight I have ever tried, so definitely we'll be looking into more items from Makeup Geek. It's a great way to introduce you to brands that you might not otherwise get to try, and you know, they do come back around every so often, so you know, every month or so I'll see LORAC and Laura Geller on there, and I'm always looking for those because those are probably the best deals on the whole site. I think I've seen Morphe come up twice, so I've gotten a brush set and the eyeshadow palette. I've seen Sigma come up once. I got a brush set from them. It's just, you kind of have to be on the lookout, but you can get some seriously amazing deals. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it. I was having a super crappy day today, and I almost didn't film because I was just like, man, I am just like in the most foul mood. I just thought it was going to be a bad idea, but honestly, this has put me in such good spirits now, finding all of this awesome makeup that I have some new favorites in here. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this. And like I've said in the last couple of videos, I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. That's the goal that I've kind of given myself. So if you do like these videos, don't forget to give them a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button before you leave. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I know we will be because we'll be at the Renaissance Festival. I'm so excited. Woo! So I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys!